hear me out here. What happens if next season, when Witch Queen drops, right? What happens if it's in heavy machine gun meta? What happens if we get a heavy machine gun sort of artifact mod? If that's the case, this heavy machine gun is going to be really, really, really strong with this build. 120% extra damage. I've got Rampage times 3 and I've got Firewalker times 4. Path of the Burning Steps on the Titan, it acts as a Rampage buff, so we're getting 2 Rampage buffs and 120% extra damage. Because the way I see it is everything else has been buffed. We've got the Exotic Primary buff, Trace Rifles have been buffed for next season, and they've just not said anything about machine guns, and like they're not really in that much of a good place at the minute, although you can get this one to do some serious damage. But like I said, next season, if they do get a buff or an artifact mod, keep an eye out for this machine gun. It's broken with this build, massive damage increase. And just to show you that I'm not talking tosh, 5k damage, really easy to do. So we've got 5.5 there, k damage. Look at this, 9, 10, 12k, 2 shots, 3 shots, 12k damage. That's from 5k to 12k. That's 120% extra damage. If this tickles your fancy, stick around and I'll show you the build. This is the beast. This is the machine gun I was talking about. We'll get it from Iron Banner. Archons Thunder. It is thunderous. I love it. It's absolutely brutal. Rampage with these things. Path of the Burning Steps. They act as a Rampage buff as well. Absolutely damages crazy. And next season, if or in the future we get some sort of buff, or like I said, to machine guns, or even like an artifact mod, something similar to what we had with Breach and Clear, so hitting an enemy with a machine gun or consecutive machine gun hits may weaken them or something like that. This setup and machine gun, especially on this build, is going to be like brilliant. And then quick note, the other sort of one you can run it with on the Warlock is Mantle of Battle Harmony, which is also a free damage buff as well, but I will quickly show you the build. What I'd like to do is I run it with Bottom Tree just for Sun Warrior. Passing through them gives you increased recharge rate of your grenades and everything else, your melees, and it also helps your teammates and gives you an extra bit of damage as well, which is 10%. Thermite Grenade is what I like to run on that because it lasts for a long time. What I sort of do is to create the wells, I'm running Elemental Ordnance. Grenade kills going to spawn me an Elemental well that matches my subclass. In this case is a solar one. So solar wells from grenades. What I run here is Explosive Well Maker. So anything that causes explosions also creates a solar elemental well. So basically one grenade, even if you run something like Fusion Grenade and that one grenade explodes, you're going to get 2 wells instead of 1 because of the explosion and the ordnance kicking in together. I also like to run Bountiful Wells because you'll see in some of the clips you sometimes get 4 wells. So basically how that works is every time you create any type of well, it's going to double that chance of spawning, so you get 2 wells, so it doubles the wells that you make. I run Elemental Time Dilation for an extra 3 seconds of damage, which helps my Font of Might, which gives me 25% for 10 seconds, but because I'm running Elemental Time Dilation, it's 13 seconds over 10, and just an extra 3 seconds. Quite crucial if you're running Rampage and stuff like that. The extra 3 seconds can make all the difference. And I've already showed you the machine gun. Rangefinder Rampage, Archons Thunder, Solar, beautiful gun, sounds awesome as well. And then I'm running Path of the Burning Steps, because like I said, what that does, so the final blows periodically grant you an escalating bonus to weapon damage. So it's like a Rampage buff, Basically, it acts like a rampage buff as long as you keep getting kills. Stacks with this buff, so you've practically got 2 rampages going on there. Rampage off here, rampage off there, and then the Font of Might also stacks on top of them 2 rampage buffs, giving you a massive 120% damage in total. Absolutely crazy damage, honestly. It just shreds through enemies like a knife through butter. But that was the build. Tiku's is another sort of solid choice you can run in your secondary, because again that causes explosions, which is going to proc Explosive Wellmaker as well. And then as a little Brucey bonus next season, again if we do get the machine gun buff next season, don't forget it's going to be anti-barrier bows. And this build, again, because let's look after you, it will be really strong, because Tiku's with this build destroys, and if it's anti-barrier, the explosions on the anti-barrier shields are just going to decimate them. But yeah, I'll leave the link for the build and the mods in the description, in my comments. Sorry, I'll leave the dim link so you can sort of copy and paste it if you wish. But with the Iron Banner coming up on Thursday, Tuesday this week, next week, get hold of this if you can, if it's dropping. If you've already got one, have a look, see what rules you've got. I'll leave the rest of the clips running out. Take it easy. So this is just a bit of extra footage I stuck on for some, just to sort of show that like mid to end game sort of content. It's already pretty good. It's not bad. Obviously there is at the moment still better options, but I'm just sort of showcasing that it's actually pretty decent. It's shredding through this anti-barrier there. So yeah, just hopefully next season to take a look at the heavy machine guns, maybe give us an artifact mod. Like I said, I think it could be a possibility. I'm not saying it is, but it could be. But if we get a similar thing to what we had in seasons before, like Breach and Clear, but with heavy machine guns, I think it could be solid. I hope you've liked it. I hope you think it's been alright, bit different, but have a good day.